Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video tutorial we're going to make some fun ball caps that are this faux suede look. Super neutral, perfect for fall, and then we're going to do a pink one too. So it should be really fun. You're not going to believe how easy this project is, and you can find ball caps that don't have a design on them everywhere. I've purchased a ton of different ones at Hobby Lobby and at Walmart. And we're going to be using this September 2025 Magnolia Craft Club. So let me show you what comes in it, and then we will hop right in. Okay, and I've already been playing, so my stencil's already cut up. This month, every month it's completely different. And this month is an awesome one. It comes with this stencil. It's a big one that has two different ball cap fronts, and then some fun words that say, get outside, be kind, and breathe. That's one. And then here's another one. It comes with a package of ink, which is probably enough to do at least 2 ball caps, a new squeegee, there's a video tutorial, and it comes with one of these hats, which these are so great. So maybe you notice that I have 2 of them here. I grabbed an extra one, which you can do, because there's 2 different ball cap fronts, and I knew I would want to do both. So let's hop right in. Let me pull all of this out. Throw that on the floor, and we will get started. Okay, so let's do this one first. When you get your ball cap, Craft Club. It's a monthly subscription. Everything for a whole craft comes in the box. It's $24.99. It even has a reusable squeegee and a stencil that I could make 25 more ball caps if I wanted using these designs. If you would like to take a peek at all the details, just comment Craft Club and I'll message you that information. Okay, so it's going to come with this little, it's not cardboard, but this little paper thing inside the front of the cap, and I suggest that you leave that on for now. We'll do this one second, but I cut this off. And then just to make it easier to use, I just kind of cut around it. This seriously does make it easier. I've been practicing. And in case you're wondering, it is not against the law to cut your stencils up. I know some people really resist that, but it makes them a lot more manageable. And then, so I could kind of push it flat, I took a couple of little snips. And I will just be careful when I use that. So here's the sunflower one, and it's got the snips in it. And I'm going to put that right here. I've already used this twice. Just going to decide where do I want it. I'm going to put the bee also on the front of my cap. Scooch it up a little bit. Okay, so you can see how those 2 little snips are making it easier to get this to lay really nice and flat. And then here is my bee, and we'll do him or her. I don't know if this is a male or a female bee. We'll do this after the other part dries, okay? So I'm gonna just get it pressed down really nice. Get some ink. I think this comes with the green squeegee, but I don't know where that has gone. So I just grabbed this one. You want to knead your ink packet for just a few seconds to get it nice and soft. Let me get a paper towel or something. Lots of you have noticed that when this craft club was initially announced for this month, oh my word, that it had scorch paste in it, and have asked me, why did they change it to permanent ink? Well, the reason is because when they got these hats, they're like a faux suede. They have something sprayed on them, some kind of coating that keeps them from getting water spots. And that coating, which is good, but that coating basically prevented the scorch paste from sinking into the fabric enough for you to be able to burn it. So that is the reason for that. And I'm sure that they will do a craft club in the very near future that has scorch paste in it. Okay, I gotta get this off my fingers, because I don't want to get it on my hat. I see lots of people hopping on. Yay. So tell me where you're watching from. Tell all of us if you are a craft club member and if you've had a good experience with it. I would say 99% of the people absolutely love it. The other people, I don't know, they're just too busy or something. But what I love about Craft Club is how it comes every month, and it is something different every month. And there's everything you need in the box. Okay, so I'm just going to dip my squeegee into my ink, and I'm going to kind of hold my hat still while I do it. I'm trying not to get it all over my fingers, but I can see that I already have. Also, I am going to apply it and see how far that goes. I'm going to apply it and then I'm going to stop. I'm not going to keep rubbing and spreading and spreading and spreading. Let's just see if we have any big lumps or clumps anywhere. On my fingers again. This is what that looks like. Let's lift it and take a little peek. It looks so good. Oh my gosh! I don't really swear, but I swear that cutting your stencil in this shape and then cutting these little splits so that you can lay it flat and kind of push it around the curve of the cap, that makes all the difference in the world. So let me throw this in my tub of water and get a new paper towel. Yeah, so if you would like to take a peek at Craft Club, just say Craft Club. Okay, so right here, see how that looks? Isn't that great? Look how crisp and nice that is. Up here, I could put our little bee, but I think I'm going to come back and put it right here. But I'm going to wait till this is dry before I do that. There's also words, and I'm going to use the word breathe. Or maybe I'll do be kind. I think I'll do be kind. It's B-E-E. It's a play on the word be. Okay, and I'm going to just put that right there. So let's cut it a little bit smaller. Then you just have to be careful. But it is easier to work with if you don't have a big giant rectangle that you're dealing with. So here's what I have. Let's put that on here. And this is why I left that paper thing on the inside of the cap. Just to give it some, to make it firm. You know what? I'm going to put a couple little snips down here so I can bend it around my brim of my cap. Okay, and let's get just a little bit more ink. This isn't going to take much. Looking to make sure I don't have any big globs anywhere. We're going to do the other cap because I bought an extra, which is an option now with Craft Club that I think is so nice. You can also buy an extra stencil if you would like. Okay. Maybe I won't come back and put the bee there. See that? That says be kind. Maybe I'll come back and put the bee on the back of the hat. But you can see, oh shoot, I just put my finger in my ink. Thank goodness I didn't smudge it. You can see that I still have that little thing on the inside. Okay, let's do this one now. And we're gonna do it with the bear. And then I'll do the thing that says get outside. Okay, this one I have not used, but I'm not going to fuzz it because this is sort of like fabric and I don't think it needs to be fuzzed. I do want to get it on pretty centered. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to fiddle for a second until I get it centered and so it's not falling off on both sides. I'm really going to rub it down. So I see lots of people on. Tell us in the comments if you are a Craft Club member. Also, to go along with this hat that's going to say get outside, tell us in the comments if you love to go camping. I used to go camping a lot as a child with my family. I grew up in Idaho, and my sister and I used to love it. But as an adult and as a grown lady, I have to sleep on a bed. I just cannot sleep in a sleeping bag in a tent or anything like that anymore. How about you? How do you feel about camping? Just taking my time to get this on. If I had two more hands to hold this, that would be nice. Okay, that's that side. Let's do the other side. What do you guys think? Who are my campers? You know, I think this hat, the shape of it and the color especially, it could be a man's hat too. So if you wanted to get some extras and make a cap for yourself and then make a few extras for family members, for the kids, the grandkids, I think that would be really nice. And I think this design is definitely masculine. I might not put the get outside on it, but I think it's plenty masculine to work for a man. Sherry says she can only camp in her camper because she needs a bed in her older age. I do too. I don't know when that happened, when I became an older age person, but oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Look how fabulous that is. Wow. Okay, I'm going to throw this in my tub of water. My fingers rinsed off a little bit. And I will come back and either add get outside here or on the back of this cap because it's going to be for me. Okay, so see how easy that was? Now what I want to do is I want to show you what you can do with another style of cap. And I already got started on this. This is white ink. Also from MagnoliaDIY.com. And this is one of those caps that you can pick up at Hobby Lobby. They have a bunch of different colors. It's called a ponytail cap. It was $5.99, and I'm thinking that probably when I bought it, it might have been on sale. But anyways, isn't that cute? So I still have that paper thing in it. I am going to put a bee up here. I'm going to show you how you do that. Where did my little bee go? And we're going to use white ink. So for something like this project, where do I want it? I suggest very strongly that you use ink, not chalk paste, because chalk paste is going to have more of a tendency to, if it got wet or damp at all, to smear or run, and ink will not. And you could heat set this with a hot blow dryer or even with some parchment paper and an iron. And then it would even be washable because this is ink, not chalk paste. Okay, let me get another squeegee. Okay, and I'm going to have to really, it keeps wanting to slide out. And this gives it the stability that you really need for that part of the cap. So I don't want that to slide out. Okay. So I'm going to really hold it on there. Don't want to smudge it. I almost did, but I didn't! Yay! So look how cute that is. So definitely leave that paper stuff in the front of your cap when you're working on these, because it gives it the stability that you would need. And I could take the Breathe or Be Kind and come back and put something at the back of the hat if I wanted. Look how cute that is. So you could make sunflower caps, the bear caps for your kids, grandkids, for your whole family. I know a lot of people do, when they do like a family get together, they either make everybody the same t-shirt or everybody the same cap. And I think this would be really fun for that kind of an occasion too. Anyways, Craft Club is $24.99. It's a monthly subscription. You get absolutely everything you need for a whole craft in the box. It's completely different each month. Like, let me just show you some examples. This was 1 month. It was this little bag. Here was another month. And I always keep my papers. And then another month, oh no. It had this stuff to make a beaded garland. And I've just dumped that all out. And here's another month. It is just always something new and something different each month, which I think is really nice. For one reason is it's a great way to start accumulating some stencils that you can reuse over and over and over and over. Also, it's a way to learn different techniques. If you haven't used these adhesive mesh stencils before, it's the perfect introduction to that. So that is what I wanted to tell and show you today. Hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Do this or this. Sprinkle, sprinkle if you feel like it. I'll get pictures and put those here in the comments. If you want to take a peek at all the specifics about what Craft Club is, what comes in it, how it works, just comment Craft Club in these comments, Craft Club, and I'll message you a link so you can just, whenever it's convenient, click on it and go directly there and take a peek to see what it's all about. All right. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day, and maybe